Good evening. Uh, Today we are going to discuss about general aspect of heart. So heart is uh, actually they start from our mother womb from 2 months onwards till you are dead. So it is very important and vital organ where through this organ you can supply all your uh, water, nutrient, and to maintain stress level and other minerals, vitamins, everything is controlled by your heart only. So let us uh, discuss about fact of the heart. Before talking about fact, let us discuss about the main important terminologies of heart. The first terminology is cardiology. The study about cardiovascular system, we used to call it as a cardiology. And there is another connective system is respiratory, cardiorespiratory physiology. Actually, we used to call it as. But here, cardiology, we are going to discuss about only heart and vascularization of the blood tubes. And second thing is apex of the heart. Apex of the heart is nothing but the top of the heart is framed by um, two ventricles. Actually, the apex of the heart it is very sharp, and base of the heart is framed by atria, broader superior surface. Base, see, in the heart there is a ulta. What is ulta? The base of the heart is always in the top, and the top of the heart is always in the down. So it is vice versa. And the ventricle is framed by the ventricle is main function is to eject the blood from left and right ventricle. Right ventricle is supply deoxygenated blood to pulmonary circuit. The left ventricle is supply oxygenated blood to the working muscle throughout your body except heart. And then atria is collecting chamber of the heart. It collect deoxygenated blood from inferior and superior vena cava. This is about heart and its important terms. Without these terms, it is little difficult to understand the heart function. So introduction is nothing but it is the best and one of the important transporter of all your needs: water, minerals, vitamins, hormones, and waste product, inclusion, exclusion of carbon dioxide. Because of this system only, you can maintain your thermoregulatory process, unless otherwise you will get severe heat or severe cold. Because of if your body is overheated, it will be liberated conduction, convection, radiation through skin. And one more important thing is that the major heat is elevated through respiratory cycle. All this cardiovascular system is conducting and circulating and regulating all this. It's all because of the media's liquid media. So liquid media only it is possible of transferring from one place to another place without any barricade. So function of the heart already little bit we have discussed. Cardiovascular system deliver oxygen, nutrition, hormone, and other important thing, and expel unwanted material from your body, either maybe solid and liquid. And it play important role helping the body meet the demands of activity, exercise, and stress. Whenever the extraordinary function is carried out, your cardiovascular system has to coordinate with your activities. Then only you will be a normal person. Otherwise, you will get some fatigue, giddiness, and all these things. And it also maintain body temperature among other function or other things. So When you talk about cardiovascular system, there are three things: heart, tubes, and blood. So first thing, heart is hollow and cone shaped. It is composed of muscular tissue. And second thing is heart beat about 2.5 million times in average lifetime. And left side of the heart pumps blood through estimated distances 1,20,000 kilometer, which is 20 kilometer of blood vessels. It is equal to three times you can travel around the earth. So that much distance it is covered left systemic circulation. And fifth thing is the right side of the heart pump blood through lungs, enabling blood pick up oxygen and unloading carbon dioxide. This is another important function. Heart pumps more than 14,000 liters per day or 5 million liters in the year. So you can calculate with in a male we have 5.5 liters and female 4.4 to 4.5 liters. These 5 liters is continuously circulated with nutrient, minerals, water, and other properties. So it is not a single task per day. 14,000 liters. The 5 liters can be rotate 14,000 liter blood in a day. This is very, very important function. And dimension of heart is nothing but it is a 12 centimeter long and 9 centimeter breadth and 6 centimeter of thickness of heart with an average mass to 250 gram for female and 300 gram for male. So heart is located above the diaphragm near the midline of the thoracic cavity. And relations of heart superiorly aorta, superior vena cava, and pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein. And inferiorly, the diaphragm is present below the heart. And anteriorly, ribs and intercostal muscle, and posteriorly, esophagus, trachea, left, right bronchus, discharging, all these things present. And last thing, laterally, it is above the lungs. It is below the lungs. Sorry, in between two lungs, it is slightly left side tilting and the present within the lungs. And top to bottom. So already I told you the base of the heart is tilting upward and apex of the heart tilting downward. This is about the heart. So when you talk about blood vessels, arteries, veins, and capillaries, let us discuss about cardiovascular system and its components. So arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries, it always carries the oxygenated rich content blood from left ventricle, aorta, and the artery. Finally, it reaches to the nearby the tissue. And after delivering oxygen, it carries deoxygenated. It may the color may be changed because of less oxygen present in the tube, so that it will look like little darker and blue color. So it carries the deoxygenated blood towards the heart. And when you talk about arteries, there are different arteries. First main artery is aorta, and second thing is muscular artery, and third thing is major artery and arterioles. These are the things when you talk about arteries, we have to remember. And another thing is veins, superior vena cava, the main vein, and branch inferior, and the vein branches are available. This is very simple, and you can differentiate between veins and arteries. The main artery, main aorta, is totally bigger than veins because it has to sustain the pressure and eject the blood from one place to another place without delay. But whereas in veins, there is no much pressure and speed. So there is a difference between these two arteries and veins. So the aorta, artery, arterioles, and capillaries. The main branch artery, aorta, and the secondary branch is artery, and third level branches arterioles, and finally it reaches to capillaries. And capillaries again, venules, veins, and inferior superior vena cava. So when the blood is circulated through veins and the arteries, there is not much difference, but there is only one difference is artery can be forward and backward a little bit, but whereas in veins there is a every gradual interval there is a lock. So there is a closed circuit. It will close once it is crossed the blood, it will close the valve so that it will not return back. Whereas in arteries, it can be. So, already I told you the main artery is a little thicker than veins. So, arteries and veins, the aorta, elastic artery, muscular artery, arterioles. In the veins, large vein and venules, and there is a capillaries. So you can see the difference, the main artery, main vein, the intermediate, and the last portion of the arterioles and venules. So surface of the heart is anterior surface and inferior surface, that we can see in this. Anterior surface in the one side, and apex side of the artery surface is posterior. And here there are number of surface, that is called every different direction we have some different surface. This is called the anterior surface, diaphragmatic surface, and inferior margin, and oblique margin, apex and base of the heart. This is about the surface of the heart. So with this, in this slide we have discussed so far um, heart size and function, uh, dimensions of heart, relations of heart, blood vessels, arteries, arterioles, and the entry the traveling from one place to another place, and the artery and veins, and surface of the heart. With this, I conclude this presentation. Thank you.